Sometimes, waking in the morning and hearing old man Westerman at the piano, and the sound of the garden hose he'd propped up by the blackcurrant bushes, and Friedel and Gretchen talking in their room. Sometimes I thought I'd never been so happy in all my life, and would never be so happy again.
Für einen Tag.
Er scheint nicht sehr viel Hunger zu haben. Vielleicht möchte er lieber zu Bett gehen.
Wie lange wird er hier bleiben?
Kinder, ihr solltet nicht auf diese Weise über unseren Gast reden.
Ach, der Arme. Wie ist er müde? Friedel.
If you come with me, I will show you your room.
Oh, thank you. That's awfully kind of you.
Schlafen Sie wohl.
Good night.
Hedwig, what are you waiting for?
He's hardly eaten anything.
Ah, such waste.
Well, we can't complain. His father's paying very generously for his board.
Well, that's no excuse for wasting good buttermilk soup. Wait.
We can talk English tonight because you are so tired. But at other times you must speak German.
Oh, of course.
I am Friedel. My sister is Gretchen. And my brother, Karl.
Yes?
Here we are. It was Karl's room, but he's been moved into the little dressing room while you are here.
Oh, he shouldn't have been turned out. I could have had the dressing room.
No, I think that would not have been possible. You see, it leads off Gretchen's and my room.
Oh, I see. oh, I'm awfully sorry.
Oh, it doesn't matter a bit. Hedwig will clear it up in the morning. My mother has forgotten that English people like fresh air. Besides, it brings luck to break something your first day in a new place.
Does it?
I hope it will for you here. Tomorrow is Sunday, so you needn't wake too early. Good night.
Good night.
There's more hot milk on the stove if you want it.
Oh, yes, I can manage. Now off you go. Frau Westermann! I'm going now!
And don't be late back.
Ah, good morning. Will you have some coffee?
Oh, well, yes, thank you.
Oh, here. Hedwig has gone to church because she's Polish and a Catholic, you know. Mother's in the kitchen, Father's in the garden. Friedel isn't dressed yet. She's always late. So I must act as hostess. Is that right?
Yes, indeed. Your brother, Karl, is it?
I expect he's still getting up, too.
Well, no, he was helping me to unpack. I think he'll be down in a minute.
Karl is only 15, you know.
Is he?
You are older. You're 17, I think.
Well, yes, I'll be 18 in September.
I'm 17 also.
Friedel must be older, of course. She's already left school, I believe.
I shall leave next year.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. And good morning, Mama.
Someone had to look after Mr. Hardy.
And have you slept well, Mr. Hardy?
Oh, very well, thank you. But please, call me John.
You should see some of the things he's brought.
there is a fine evening suit.
Oh, it isn't really. It's one of my father's, cut down.
You were travelling a long time to get here.
Yes, nearly 2 days and a night from London.
Gosh.
But your home is not in London.
No, it's in Bournemouth, but I stayed a night in London with my cousin.
Our town is perhaps not much after London or Bournemouth, but we love it. After breakfast, I would like to show you it.
Oh, yes, I'd love to.
But I had already planned to take John for a walk. We were discussing it when you came down.
You? You never walk a yard if you can help it.
Oh, I do. Just because I don't like trampling through the forest for hours and hours doesn't mean to say I don't like walking at all.
Very well. It doesn't matter. I have plenty to do at home.
Couldn't we all three go? I mean, if you've got the time.
No, I really ought to stay and help Mother. Besides, we can always go walking another time, when Gretchen's at school.
Gretchen doesn't seem very interested in architecture, but she talks a lot about the town, etc. And I liked her a lot more than I had before. She showed me her school and said I could meet her at the gates when they come out at lunchtime tomorrow. But I'd already promised to go walking with F. Bother.
So, you've been right up in the Hochwald, eh?
Yes, right past the shooting range.
Hmm.
We must have walked 10 kilometres. The Maybells were so beautiful.
Well, the firing range was awfully interesting, too, sir.
I don't think it's right that Friedel and John should go off alone like that.
Gretchen,
Well, what will people think?
Gretchen, what are you saying?
It's true. No girl would be allowed to go off in the woods with a German boy. Friedel herself may not go out with Fritz Eberhardt.
But the English are different. They're not like the others. There wouldn't be any talk with an English boy.
Now, please, you're all forgetting that John is our guest here. Must not be talked about in this way.
It's all right, sir.
No. You please accept my apologies.
Well, I don't see why I shouldn't go out alone without Brecht.
Gretchen, that is enough.
May I be excused, please?
By all means. We're all finished, I think.
I am sorry. I suppose that was my fault.
Why?
Oh, Gretchen being cross like that.
Oh, she only wanted to show you off to our precious school friends.
Who is this Albrecht she mentioned?
Well, he's just a boy with pimples and a squint like they all have at 17.
But is she fond of him?
Gretchen's fond of no one but herself.
Are the eggs boiled yet?
I don't know. I haven't seen them all.
Well, when did you put them in?
Well, I didn't look. I thought you were looking.
Oh, I can't hear what you're saying. Rudy, can you stop that noise a moment? Now, what's that?
I said I thought you were timing them.
Oh, you stupid Polak. You knew I thought you were looking after them. Now they'll be as hard as stones.
John. You're up early this morning.
Yes, it's such a beautiful morning.
All mornings are beautiful. My favorite time of the day. I water the garden, play the piano, if I'm allowed. It's the only time I have for either.
Now, you play very nicely, sir.
No. No, not enough practice. Well, you off walking in the woods again today?
Well, no, I'm going into town today. Gretchen said I might meet her after school.
Oh, good. You should learn our German customs.
Oh, hello there. This is John Hardy from England, who's staying with us. Hannelore Fromm, Irmgard Fischer, Carol Ventel.
Und was macht Albrecht jetzt?
English is my favorite subject at school.
Oh, really?
It would be valuable to have conversations with you.
Yes, of course, for any time I can...
Perhaps if I ask my mother...
We'd better be going home now.
I'll have another brandy, please, waiter, and two cover. Gotcha. They're fine troops, eh? Passions of the finest soldiers in the world.
The uniforms are quite colourful.
Well, they're not just fine uniforms, you know, they're fighting soldiers, too, if the need arises.
In England, we think war's old-fashioned. There's no need for large armies anymore.
That's right. War is stupid.
No. There'll always be a need for armies.
I think everyone should be a soldier first, even if they do something else afterward.
Just because Albrecht's got to do his national service next year?
Who? Oh, yes, young Meyer. Yes, we don't, no. Bring him a bassa for the child. We don't seem to have seen much of him lately.
He's been busy with exams.
Oh.
Of course, I was a sergeant in the school OTC.
What's that?
It's the OTC, the Officers' Training Corps.
You're an officer?
Well, not exactly, nearly.
Albrecht also intends to be an officer. John, this is Albrecht.
Oh, yes, he's very nice. We're going to meet one night and have a glass of beer.
So intelligent and good-looking, don't you think? Well, don't you?
Well, he is rather pimply, isn't he?
It's well known that pimples are only evidence of rich blood.
And he squints.
Only people who squint themselves can see a squint in others.
But he does squint, doesn't he?
I've never noticed it.
See the bubbles?
Oh, yes.
We'll mark it with the pencil.
Oh, sorry.
You're worse than Albrecht.
How do you mean?
Always sighing and gloomy over my sister.
Albrecht does.
Oh, yes. She's always teasing him about it. Says she only likes the English because they've got purer blood than we have.
Really?
Oh, really, Carl? You do choose some awkward places to play with your bicycle.
Oh, pooh to you.
It was my fault. Well, I didn't know which way you'd be coming. It was a strategic position.
I'm only going to see if there are any pears right for supper.
I can come too.
If you like.
As a matter of fact, I purposely didn't find the puncture, so we'd have to stay there a bit longer. Carl was getting quite cross.
No, they're still hard.
Well, there's one up there that looks a little riper. The skin's quite yellow.
Oh, no. It's no better.
You're so pretty, Gretchen.
Suppose anyone's watching from the house.
Your hair smells like angel's wings.
You must put something in my autograph album.
Oh, may I?
We'd better be getting back now.
Well, by the way, I wanted to ask you, do you have a photograph I could have? Of you, I mean.
Oh, there isn't one. Well, not a good one, anyway.
Well, there's that one of you and Friedel taken at Posen.
Oh, I promised that to Albrecht. But perhaps... I'll see.
I'll get you a pair.
Pulled them down. They're nowhere near ready.
My poor Williams.
Well, they needn't be wasted. Hedwig can cook them. Hedwig, you can cook these pears. I said you can take these pears and cook them. Why don't you listen, you lazy Polak? I dare say he was trying to be helpful.
Yes. How's he getting along?
Oh, he's quite happy, I think. He never stopped talking at supper. Not once.
Well, that's good.
I think he's a little smitten with our Gretchen.
Oh, dear. More sorrows for our young Albrecht.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come between you. I had no idea. We both love her, then. How could anyone help loving her? She's so... How indeed. Well, if it's any consolation to you, she behaves exactly the same towards me. Hot one moment, cold the next. Hot? Hot? How do you mean? Well, in the garden before supper, she'll... Oh, well, perhaps I ought not to tell you. What? Well, no, it was nothing. Please tell me, John. I must know. Well, she allowed me to put my arms round her down by the pear trees. You know, where no one could see us from the house. Well, it was only for a moment. Well, probably she didn't even notice.
Rudy, we must go now.
All right.
Hedwig, be sure to put the potatoes on at 12 o'clock.
All right. Have I ever forgotten the potatoes? In this house, it is not possible to forget them.
Ah, John, are you coming with us to the evangelical church after all?
Oh, well, no, not this morning. I really ought to write some letters home. Well, yes, it must be over a week since I last wrote.
And you tell your mother and father you don't go to church. What will they think of how we look after you, eh?
Mother, don't pester him.
That's right. Now, he must be free to do as he chooses.
Very well. But if you're looking for Gretchen, she's not coming down this morning. She has headache.
Oh, no, I won't. I mean, oh, well, I am sorry.
Oh, don't worry about Gretchen. She's all right.
Gretchen, for heaven's sake, what's the game?
What do you mean? What game?
Why are you avoiding John? He's been moping around all weekend.
It's nothing to do with you.
On the contrary, it's very much to do with me. John Hardy is a guest in our house and must be treated like one. Now, what's it all about?
It's private.
Very well. I don't wish to hear about your silly schoolgirl intrigues. But you can be nice to John again. And the sooner the better. In fact, now, he came up just before me.
I won't.
You will.
Yes?
It's Friedel. Can you spare a minute?
Just a sec.
What's the matter with you and Gretchen?
Oh, I don't know. She must be cross about something.
It must be something to do with Albrecht.
Oh, gosh.
Well, whatever it is, it's ridiculous. Wait here a minute, and I'll make her come and see you. Not for long. And not too much noise.
All right. You're a brick, Friedel.
What's that?
Oh, a good friend.
Yes.
What is it?
I wanted to ask you, do you care a little for me?
Yes. I like you quite a lot.
As much as Albrecht? Not so much. You like Albrecht better?
Well, if you must know, yes. You had no right to tell him you put your arms round me the other evening.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to marry Albrecht.
I see. I'll tell your father in the morning that I must leave.
Oh, but why? I mean, we can still be friends. I'll look on you as a brother. I'll give you the photograph, the one of me and Friedel.
So drink up, John. We have more. All right. You're a lucky chap, Albrecht. A very lucky chap. It's the only time I shall ever have loved. I know it. I shall always think of you two, even when I'm back in England. Look, we must always be friends. I'll be godfather to your first child.
And we will call him John.
And you must come over to England for your honeymoon. Mummy will ask you to come and stay with us. Herr Ober, noch zwei Biere. And you must look on me as your brother, your English brother. Both of you.
John, how could you? Oh, in there quickly. There. You'll feel better now.
Oh, I feel so ashamed. Oh, it's awful.
No. In Germany, it is usual. Now, off to bed. Go to bed, Gretchen. We can thank your Albrecht for this.
You were out with Albrecht?
Yes. I'm afraid he had a bit too much also.
But out with Albrecht? After what has happened?
Oh, why not?
Oh, you English have no feelings.
I don't know what you must think of me.
Everybody gets like that at times. Especially when they're having a bad time like you are.
I suppose so.
You mustn't take everything so seriously. The pain will grow more bearable as time goes by. You'll see. Work would help. You've had too much time to brood. Tomorrow we'll start properly on some German lessons for you. Zuerst kam ein alter, abgedankter Soldat. Ist das ein Mensch? Fragte der Wolf. Nein, antwortete der Fuchs. Das ist einer gewesen. Danach kam ein kleiner Knabe, der zur Schule wollte. Ist das ein Mensch? Nein, das will erst einer werden. Endlich kam der Jäger, die Doppelflinte am Rücken und den Hirschfänger an der Seite. You understand it all?
Hmm? Oh, yes, thank you.
What's Doppelflinte?
Double stone.
Nonsense. It means double-barreled shotgun. It's obvious if you've been listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that your voice is so beautiful. I was listening to the sound.
If you don't pay attention, I'm wasting my time. You weren't like this when we began. Sprach der Fuchs zum Wolf. Siehst du, dort kommt ein Mensch, auf den musst du losgehen. Ich aber will mich fort in meine Höhle machen.
Say that again.
What?
Auf den musst du losgehen. It's music when you say it.
I'm going into the house to help.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was doing.
Thinking about Gretchen, I expect.
No. No, I mean, honestly, no, I wasn't.
When Aunt Erica comes, she can teach you. She's a proper teacher. See how you like that?
But I'm doing so well with you.
Hedvig, what are you doing? You mustn't look at people's private things. What next? Sweet, but put it away.
No, but here. Here, see.
I never thought you would have noticed.
Please give me my diary. Now perhaps you'll excuse me.
Hedvig?
Don't let me keep you.
Oh, John, let me explain.
There's nothing to explain.
It was just that... Oh, what can I say? Very well.
I'd never have believed it of you. You must have known it was private. It says private on the cover. And letting Hedvig see it, too.
Perhaps you jumped too quickly to conclusions.
You mean you caught Hedvig looking at it? It wasn't you. But you were both laughing, so it was that which hurt.
Oh, John, we weren't laughing at you. I mean, it was nothing spiteful or unfriendly. She just found it and glanced at it.
Oh, of course. I apologize for behaving the way I did. Hedvig happened to pick it up. Well, naturally, anyone would have done the same. It was my fault for leaving it about. And, well, naturally, you found it funny. Well, some of it must seem very funny.
No, only the little drawings you put in sometimes. Oh, he didn't even understand.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
No, you forgive me. Well, this won't do. I must go downstairs.
Am I forgiven?
Oh, there you are, friend.
Dankeschön.
Wiedersehen.
Not only was the train 12 minutes late, the compartment was quite filthy. Moreover, had I not glared at him in no uncertain fashion, I believe that an under-officer would have ended it at Lemberg, although he could see that I was alone.
Well, never mind. You're here now.
Yes, but it's not good enough. For second class, one expects something more respectable. I shall have to speak to your husband about it.
But he's in the engineering department.
But that makes no difference. He can convey my complaint to the proper quarter.
Thank you, Hedvig. Oh, get out. And did you have a nice term at school?
Oh, the young people today are quite irresponsible and idle. I don't know what the country's coming to.
Well, Gretchen is 3rd in her class and Karl 5th in his.
And Friedel, she helps you in the house dutifully.
Yes. She did not prolong her welcome for her aunt.
Ah, well, she's also undertaken to give John his German lessons.
So I see.
Haben sich die Arbeitsmethoden nicht geändert, seit die Essen vor 150 Jahren gesetzt wurden.
The young Englander. Do they always spend so long together, quite alone?
Oh, he's only a boy. We promised his father he should have German lessons, and Friedel is the only one who can give them.
But it's not seemly.
Now, don't excite yourself, Erica. It's quite all right. He's an Englishman, not like our German boys, full of fire. Besides, Friedel is still madly in love with that Fritz Eberhard. Now, he comes back from Leipzig quite soon.
Well,
and
now
then...
look, I've had a long school term. I'm tired, and I was looking forward to a rest, Berta. But I see my duty, even if you don't see yours. I shall take over the young man's education. Bald.
Am ersten.
Viel.
Mehr am meisten.
Gern. Gern. How do we compare gern?
Willingly. Oh, there is no comparative.
Well, if you'd been listening a few minutes ago, I said that we conventionally compared it lieber am liebsten.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Well, if you won't concentrate, we shall never finish. I don't mind. I've plenty of time.
I'm very sorry.
Very well. Gut.
Besser, best.
Wenig?
Weniger oder minder, am wenigsten oder am mindesten.
That's better. Well, that will do for today. Thank you.
And how is the star pupil today?
Moldy.
Oh, why?
Because we haven't been together all day. What's the matter?
It's Aunt Erica. She always seems to be spying on us.
Oh, she isn't here now. She's in the house, I know.
John, you mustn't. You weren't like this before.
No. It's your aunt. She makes it all seem wrong somehow.
I know. But it had to stop anyway. After all, next week...
Next week? What about next week?
Nothing.
This town of yours is little better than Berlin or Paris. Is it true that providing they carry tennis rackets, young people of the opposite sex can go out together quite alone and quite unchaperoned?
Well, if they're going to play tennis, yes.
But how do you know they are going to play tennis?
Not really, Erica. You can carry suspicion too far, you know.
Not in my experience, you can't.
Gretchen.
How's our John's German coming along then?
He has the gift of tongue.
Now, don't be blasphemous. We'll have some Sandkuchen with our coffee, Gretchen.
Well, it's awfully kind of Aunt Erica to help me. Well, of course, Friedel's conversation is terribly helpful, too.
When does Fritz come home? It's tomorrow, isn't it?
I've no idea. I'm not sure.
Aren't you? Well, it is tomorrow. I met Frau Eberhard. She told me so. That will make a change in Bromberg.
Yes,
Fritz is
at the
coming
office
over.
today,
Yes, thank
would you believe it, this nincompoop stores clerk, what's his name, Rumpelmann. Rumpelmann. Yes. Well, he'd ordered, you see, all the new signaling equipment on quite the wrong forms. Well, you see, if I hadn't spotted it, well, there'd been grave trouble.
Has anyone any letters for the post? I'm going across to the letterbox.
May I come too?
Yes.
I'd like some fresh air.
Friedel.
Don't be more than 2 hours.
Gretchen.
Friedel, why? Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I ought to have done. But on top of Aunt Erica arriving, I didn't want to upset you anymore. Besides, it won't make any real difference.
Won't it? Won't it?
Well, in one way, I suppose it will. But not really. Not deep down.
Essential? Essential? But my honour was at stake. We were sitting having a quiet drink in the beer cellar one Saturday night, and this fellow came in and asked if an empty chair at our table was wanted. So I challenged him.
Oh, you mean you were keeping the chair for a friend?
Oh, no, it was not required by us, but amongst the fellows at university, such a request can mean only one thing. We met in the gymnasium with sabres at 10 o'clock. He needed 8 stitches, but I only 4.
It is so stupid, this dueling.
Nonsense. It's the gentleman's code, eh, Hardy?
Yes, I suppose so.
Yes. And next, it's satisfaction from you that I seek. What have you meant by making me so jealous?
Me?
No one else. Every letter from Friedel's been full of talk and praise about you, and I'm fed up with it.
But he's only been like a brother or a cousin. There's been nothing to be jealous about, has there, John?
Of course not.
Besides, we should be able to go for nice walks. Together. The 3 of us.
Now, that's what I call a sensible idea. Come along.
There. That should keep her warm next winter.
Well, I only hope she'll wear it.
Oh, of course she'll wear it. It's ridiculous, the flimsy garments that young girls wear today. No wonder half my elder girls are away with bronchial troubles the moment the weather turns a little cold.
Well, Friedel has her own ideas of what's fashionable.
Besides, it'll be a birthday present. She'll have to wear it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that reminds me. I quite forgot to order the ice for the champagne.
Berta, you seem determined to put on a needless show of extravagance.
Oh, come, Erica. A birthday is a birthday. Ah, John.
Yes?
You all going sketching again today?
No, it's tennis today. We're meeting Fritz at the courts.
Huh? Tennis? Then they won't really need you.
How do you mean?
Oh, here's Friedel now.
Well, if that is all that you are wearing, then he certainly had better go. At least there's safety in numbers.
Well, of course he's coming. Are you ready, John? We're late.
Well, really, better.
Oh, the blouse. She says it's the latest fashion.
Latest fashion? It's the oldest. Even the Garden of Eden could hardly have worn less. Well, I tell you, no daughter of mine would be seen in such a blouse. No, thank you.
Ah, 6'4", 6'3". Not bad at all, eh?
This game gets better every time.
We don't take games so seriously in England.
Mind, you'd all have played much better without such distractions by the court. Did you ever see such a lovely pair of blue eyes? Eh, John?
Don't start that again, Fritz. And please don't stare like that.
I'm admiring your blouse, that's all. The material and the stitching.
Please don't.
Now she's embarrassed. I'll wrestle you. No, you won't. I've got other things to do.
Come on, let's wrestle.
No.
Well, leave Friedel alone, then.
It's all right, John. Please don't.
You hear? She has no complaints. You're a bully, sir. A bully and a beast.
Really?
And a Prussian and second-rater. All right. If that's what you want.
Stop! Oh, do stop! Do stop!
Never forget, my friend. You come along only because it suits me.
Go! Don't let your mother catch you doing that. Where do I put the glasses?
What's that?
The glasses! Where do I put them?
Oh, Dummkopf, you don't take the glasses in there until they're filled. Bring them back. No, give me the glasses and answer the door. Oh, Gretchen, where is Friedel? Her guests arrive and she's not here to greet them.
Well, she was still getting ready when I came down.
It's only the ice.
All right. Tell her to hurry, Liebchen. Oh, no. Hedwig! Hedwig!
Can we light them now?
No. Of course not. Not until it gets dark.
Oh, but that won't be for ages. I'll have to go to bed then.
No. Here, blow. No, you see, we can light them in half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yes, and you can stay out for 1 hour after that, all right?
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Good. You're looking lovely. You're looking very beautiful. Look, you're a young lady. Go and enjoy yourself.
Nice to see you.
Albrecht, my goodness me, you've grown, haven't you?
Thank you, sir.
Now go and enjoy yourself.
Happy birthday. Is one allowed to kiss the birthday maiden, sir?
Well, wouldn't that rather be anticipating the next party? Who's blushing then? Who's blushing? Hello, Fritz. Welcome home.
Thank you very
nice
much.
to have you back with us. Don't get yourself a drink.
What about me then?
Oh, yes.
No, not you. Fritz.
Where?
Naturally.
But it's not Gretchen's birthday.
Carl, sometime. No, put it on the tray, Carl. Keep silent. Oh, John, we give our presents, you see, a little later. Yes. Come and meet some of the other guests now. That's it. Here we are.
Didn't I tell you what a fine evening suit John had brought?
Yes, a fine specimen. I'm very sorry I didn't bring morning dress. If I'd known, I'd
No,
never...
nonsense. You can't be expected to carry a complete wardrobe about with you. Besides, see, as it gets darker and we have dancing, well, then your evening dress will become more and more suitable, and the rest of us will all be wrong. Eh, Fritz?
As you say, Herr Westermann?
Yes. Yes. Well, that reminds me, if you'll excuse me. Carl!
Albert, I think all this dressing up is quite unnecessary. Oh, don't talk nonsense, Erica. You know you enjoy it as much as anyone else. John, you're not eating anything. Will you have some of this?
Thank you.
Mind what you're doing with that cake now. This one. On second thoughts, I think I'll do this one. Mind what you're doing with the cake. Look at it.
Thank you, Albrecht. It's lovely.
It's the one you always said you liked.
Oh, so it is. It's lovely. Thank you, John.
Oh, do help, sure. Don't put your sticky fingers in my mouth. Oh, very expensive.
Oh, Fritz.
Fritz, that's very extravagant.
Oh, no.
My goodness. Oh, the man of the world, eh? Remember the first necklace I gave you, Bertha? Take that for me, Carl, please. Oh, it's sweet. Ha ha.
Well done, well done.
Are you all right? Did you burn yourself?
Oh, no, nothing. Just scorched a tiny bit.
Let me see.
No, really, it's nothing.
You better let me have a look, old chap.
Honestly, I don't want to make a fuss. I'll just go upstairs and brush this off and put some grease on my
You
wrist.
were very brave.
It's the least I could do.
Thank you. No, grease, John.
Well, what happened?
Something happened.
One of the lanterns flared up.
Yes?
John put it out.
Well, is he hurt himself?
Nothing much, I think.
night, Albrecht.
Good night, Friedel. Thank you for a
Colin.
lovely party.
Oh, it was a lovely party.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, is that everyone now?
Everybody except Fritz. He's helping John clear up a bit.
Oh, clear up indeed.
Well, I think we can leave the clearing up until the morning. Good night, my darling.
Yes.
Good night,
I'm going
Mama.
off to bed.
Good night, my birthday girl.
Good night, Papa. Thank you for a lovely party.
You know, I've got a very early start tomorrow as well, my dear.
Boom, 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 boom. There, you see, it's easy.
You'll have Mother and Father down like the Furies. Anyway, we ought to look at John's burn.
Yes, of course. Let me look.
Oh.
Yes, quite a little burn. It'll soon heal, though.
I thought it would look all black and charred.
Don't be silly, Gretchen. It's bad enough as it is. Is that better?
Well, that's much better, thank you. Here, let me do this.
Oh, well, I'm off to bed.
Really, it's a lovely picture. I shall always think of you when I look at it.
Well, I had something else for you, but, well, I didn't dare, because it's only homemade.
Oh, but do give it to me.
Poems?
Your poems, John?
Yes, well, all the ones I've written while I've been here. I copied them out for you. I expect you'll think that potty.
On the contrary, we Germans are a poetic race. Read one, Friedel. Come, sit down.
A bit of old ribbon, a few faded flowers that have long since been bleached by the years. A packet of letters turned yellow by time that are marked here and there by my tears.
Very fine. Very fine.
Cold, dark stream flow over my head. Carry me down to the river bed, down to the dead. Oh, it's lovely, John. But so sad. Have you been so sad here?
Well, no, but
You can't understand. In men like John and me, joy and sadness are always mixed. Eh, John?
Yes, that's right. Well, actually, I've been so happy here, I don't ever want to leave.
Ah, well said.
Dear John.
Gretchen, you ready?
Oh, school again already. It's not fair. We get less and less holiday.
Pull, 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 pull. Senorita.
lunch first.
Yes, yes, I'm not fussing about her. All that worries me is whether I should be leaving you at a time like this.
Hedwig, see to the lunch, will you? And serve it as soon as Herr Westermann and the children come back. Now, Erica, I've already told you, it's entirely up to Westermann what will happen. And if I know him, that's nothing. And in the meantime, the life of the house must continue quite normally.
To think that I was deceived into believing him a decent boy after all that... Tell me, did he seem to be excited?
Oh, I don't know. I was so shocked.
Thank you.
At the office today, would you believe it, that stores clerk I was telling you about the other day, Rumpelmann. Rumpel. Yes, you see, it made yet another mistake with the order for the new signaling equipment. Well,
Hello, John.
Hello, John. Be quiet at once, Gretchen, or leave the room.
Thank you.
Yes, well, I was saying about this clerk of mine, you see. Yes, well, you see, I was obliged to call him into my office and give him a severe reprimand. Well, I said to him, I said, you know, have you no one who can help you? You see, apparently, you see, they come from Dresden. They've no friends here. So,
Oh, Friedel, mind you lock your door properly. You can't be too careful.
You cat! You nasty-minded little cat!
You're a nice one to talk.
Friedel, about yesterday, well, I was only trying to get Carl Stampalden.
You know that's not true.
Well, all right, it's not, but I wasn't doing anything wrong. Honestly, I just couldn't help looking. You're so beautiful, and I love you.
A funny way of showing your love. Anyway, how do I know you're telling the truth now? You were trying to lie a minute ago. How do I know what to believe?
Oh, you must believe me.
I don't want to hear anything more about it. Nothing. Do you understand?
Oh, hello, John. The girls at school want to see you. They were awfully interested to hear about yesterday.
What's the matter with Friedel, John? Carl said she was ill, but I saw her in the garden this morning and she looked all right. Well, what's it all about?
John, sorry to hear you're leaving us so soon.
Well, I'm sorry to be going, sir.
Yes, I understood you were to stay to the end of the month. It's another 3 weeks.
Well, it's about going up to Oxford. I have to take an exam to get in.
Ah, so?
Yes, well, it's quite soon, you see, so I'll have to read up a bit.
Yes, John, if you've had a few troubles in the last few days, well, don't want to take it too seriously. I mean, we all of us make fools of ourselves sometimes, and perhaps we're not always as charitable towards others as we should be.
Well, that's awfully kind of you, sir. But it's too late now. I ought to go. Well, that is, I mean, I've got to go.
Yes. Are you ready, John? Cab is here.
John? Oh, I won't be a moment. I just want to make sure I haven't left anything behind.
All right. But hurry. Haven't got much time if we're going to have breakfast together at the station before you catch your train.
Oh, Friedel. Am I forgiven? You aren't angry anymore?
Oh! Sorry to interrupt, but aren't you playing with fire, Friedel? I mean, you've only your nightdress on.
Achtung! Schnellzug läuft ein auf Gleise 7.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, thank you. Oh, that is, I mean, do you speak English then?
A little. I saw you reading the notice in English, so...
Oh, yes, Matthias Kirk, 10:30. Yes, well, that's fine. Look, I say it wouldn't be possible. Well, that is, I mean, I've missed my last train on to England, and there isn't another one till tomorrow morning.
You want a room?
A room? Oh, well, yes, if that's possible.
But it is what we are here for.
But it was awfully silly of me, just, well, walking around till I missed my train. It's the fault of your city for being so beautiful.
Berlin? Oh, I hate it. I am from Italy. It is all cold winds and stamping feet here.
Well, I must say, I hadn't found it very friendly myself. Well, that is until I came here.
Ah, how sweet. I'm afraid you will have to fill in this form.
Oh? Oh.
John Hardy, so. Ah, 17. How nice to be only 17.
Oh, not always. Oh, it can be horrid.
You are tired. Have you come far?
From Bromberg. Do you know it?
No. It is in the east, isn't it? South is the only direction I wish to go.
Oh, but it's lovely there. It's the loveliest summer I ever had. Well, at least that isn't.
Oh, first everything is horrid, then it is happy, now it is not happy. Perhaps you were not alone in Bromberg, hmm?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
If you will come with me, I will show you your room. My husband is away in Geneva, so I have all the work to do.
Oh, look, I can find it myself, I'm sure, honestly.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, that is very kind of you. It is only on the first floor. Here, here.
Thank you.
I brought you a hot drink. What's the matter then?
Nothing.
Oh, cheer up. You are too young to be unhappy.
What's age got to do with it?
You should drink this. It will do you good.
No, really, thank you. It's all right.
To please me.
I don't know why you should be so kind to me. After all, I'm only just another guest staying in your hotel.
Oh, don't cry. Poverino, don't cry. No. You mustn't behave like this. You know you mustn't. No.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what came over. Well, you'll want to get on, I suppose.
You want me to go?
Well, it is getting rather late, isn't it? Oh, please, come back. Please. The glass, do you want it?
The maid will collect it in the morning.
I'm sorry I behaved the way I did. Please forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive.
I think you're angry, but I can't see your face. Won't you come back into the room so that I can see? Please.
Do you really want me to?
Yes. Very much.
Well, do I seem angry?
No. Not anymore.
I must go.
Why?
Because I must. I have to lock up and see that everything is all right for the night.
Couldn't you?
Could I what? Couldn't I come back, do you mean? Do you really want me to?
Yes.
Very much?
Yes.
All right. I'll be a little while. You had better get into bed and wait for me.
Promise you'll come. Promise.
I promise.